Howdy ho, readers! I'm Rachel from Beauty the Bookshelf, which hopefully you know by now. If not, welcome to my YouTube. Today is a new episode of the 90-second novel, which is where I, in 90 seconds here on YouTube, will review a book that it's too soon to review it properly on my blog, so I use YouTube to do a video of it and be like, hey, I really like this book, or hey, I didn't like this book. But I'm telling you what I know about it now because I have a few months before I can really say much about it. And so today, the 90-second novel is all about The Shadows We Know by Heart by Jennifer Park. The Shadows We Know by Heart is publishing with, I think, Simon Pulse, March 14th, 2017. And when I first heard about this book, I think it was with Riveted Lit's cover reveals for the season. And I was like, honestly, I think it's an okay cover. It kind of seems very middle grade to me. But there was a very, very critical and important and major selling point for me in the synopsis. Now, don't laugh, but Sasquatch, you know, like Bigfoot, Harry and the Hendersons kind of thing. This book has it. And so I saw that there's also some wild boy living with them in the woods. Like, Rachel needs this book, okay? So when I won it from Nori's blog, Read, Write, Love, I'm going to completely mess up the names. And then from Jennifer Park, I freaked out because I really wanted this book. And then I got it. And I didn't quite read it almost right away. I did. But as a mood reader, I was like, okay, Sasquatch is going to go one of two ways. It's going to be done well, or it's going to be ridiculous because it's Sasquatch. But I'll get into that in my review. First, let me tell you what the book is actually about. And it is about Leah. And her life has kind of been turned upside down for 10 years since her brother was murdered in the forest. And, you know, now it's her, she's the preacher's daughter. What she gets, you know, she can't wear a bikini, she can't do this and this and that. Her father, especially since they lost Sam, he's been very controlling. So it's her and her father, her mother, who basically isn't quite there anymore and is best friends with her hidden flask. And then there is, what's his name? Her brother. Her other brother, whose name I can't think of. But he was a twin to Sam. And so they're kind of all falling apart. They have rules. They can't go in the woods and stuff like that. But Leah has a secret. And Leah does go to the woods. She goes to the edge. And it's there that Leah has freedom. And Leah can be the Leah who isn't bound by the grief and destruction of her family caused by Sam's death. But Leah's big secret is why she leaves apples on a tree stump at the edge of the forest, and what she's, you know, not stalks, but what she, you know, watches from the woods very carefully and quietly. And it's a family of Sasquatch. There are 3 of them, and she watches them, and they don't know she's there. And then one day there's a 4th Sasquatch, but that Sasquatch is really a boy. And the story goes from there. And I'm going to tell you what I thought about it, okay? Are you ready? I don't have my timer with me. So I'm going to watch the clock, okay? Ready? I'm going to tell you right now, front and center. It's not ridiculous at all. Yes, there is Sasquatch, and yes, one is kind of cuddly and friendly, and one makes you want to shit your pants. But it's not ridiculous. It's actually really interesting. And then, like, so the whole book has this sort of, like, mysterious feel to it, right? And you don't, like, you know there's something going on, okay, but you don't know what it is. And it ended up being kind of a bit more angsty and had more to it than I thought it would. Like, I thought it'd be kind of like, okay, it's a book with Sasquatch in it. It's not. It's so much more than that, and it's really good. Like, I picked it up one night, I'm like, do I want to read this? Let's see what my movie reading says. I read a couple pages, and I read the whole book that night. I was up till 3:30 reading it, okay? That doesn't happen with a lot of books, and that happened with this book. It's just very interesting. It's kind of, I feel like this could be a spoiler, but it's not. You kind of get kind of Tarzan-y vibes from it, because there's the boy living with them in the woods. And, you know, there's all this stuff happening with her family, because, you know, the brother died, and it's just this very kind of, it has some emotion to it. And the ending, it's a good ending. It's not my kind of ending, but it's a really good ending, and I think it was done really well. I think the writing was really good. There's these great references throughout. Leah is a strong character who's definitely broken from everything, and it's just gonna slide right under the radar, and it shouldn't, and I just think it was really good. Okay, so I don't have my timer making the beeping noise, but time is up. And yeah, so that is The Shadows We Know by Heart. Like I said, it's going to totally slip under the radar, and I can kind of see why it might do that, because it's not, I want to say this, I mean this without any offense possible, but it's not, you know, the biggest, most whatever book. People are going to, you know, look at it and think, Sasquatch, is this like that, you know, dinosaur erotica stuff? It's not. There's something very lovely about it, and I really, really liked it. It does not belong in the shadows, it belongs out of them, and it deserves to be read. So, March 14th, 2017, you're going to want this book, and if anything, you might not love it, but I really think you're going to enjoy reading it, and that it's unique with, I mean, you guys, it has Sasquatch, and it's done seriously. It's not a joke, and I really, really appreciate that. So, yay! Until next time, bye.